Nnamdi Kanu will be freed if Ipob locks down Southeast for 2 weeks. Deji Adeyanju. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. A human rights activist and convener of a concerned Nigerians group, Deji Adeyanju, has identified the sit-at-home order by the indigenous people of Biafra Ipob as the only way to secure the quick release of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the separatist group. He advised the southeast part of the country should effectively embark on a 2-week lockdown in order to facilitate the release of the detained agitator. Adeyanju made this claim of his Facebook page on Saturday while knocking the President Muhammadu Buhari's government. If the sit-at-home in the south is 100% effective and everywhere is on lockdown for 2 weeks, Nnamdi Kanu will be released soon. Once something is paining them so much, press their neck more, Adeyanju wrote. Kanu, who was charged with terrorism and treason, is currently being held in the custody of the Department of State Services, DSS. The indigenous people of Biafra Ipob had earlier on Thursday, via a statement by its media and publicity secretary, Emma Powerful, frowned at the continued compliance with the sit-at-home every Monday in the southeast region, even after it called off the order. The group has urged residents to go about their normal lawful duties on Mondays, warning that it would deal with anyone found enforcing sit-at-home on that day. Meanwhile, since August 9th, when the sit-at-home exercise initially called by Ipob began in the southeast region, residents have continued to comply with the order every Monday, even when the group called off the exercise 2 weeks later. It was observed that residents, despite the cancellation, have continued to observe the Monday sit-at-home following attacks launched on some people who attempted to do business on that day by some faceless individuals. These individuals had at some point burnt vehicles and other property, which in turn created fears in the people. The indigenous people of Biafra Ipob, however, said that it will no longer tolerate forcing the people indoors in the name of a cancelled sit-at-home order. Deji, Mr. Deji, this is your advice. Oh, it is well. Hey. People in the southeast region, you do not know the frustration that gripped them when that 1 week sit-at-home order was declared. Like, people were like, how do I survive? If you do a survey, I'm very sure at that time, if you do a survey that time, go from local government to local government, you will see those who are saying, these things are human beings. There are people who do not have who will give them, that if they do not step out of their houses, they are not going to feed. Now, I'm talking about single people. What about people that have children? What if you now, as a person now, you have a crisis, a medical crisis, in the midst of a so-called 2 weeks lockdown? Do you know that hospitals will be locked down? Do you know that? Do you know that pharmacists will be locked down? There will be nothing to save you. So, just imagine now that somebody has a sick one at home, or an aged one, or a sick child, and just because of that lockdown, that particular person, God forbid, dies. How do you think the person is going to feel? I mean, it is not right. That Monday alone, do you know how it costs them to stay at home? It is like you're already staying at home. For those who stay at home on Saturday and Sunday, there are those who stay at home only on Sunday. Then you're forcing them to stay at home. In fact, that Sunday, some people still go out to make sure that, things are balanced in the house. This and this and this is available. They don't go out because it pleasures them. They go out because that is their option. You sit down in the house, Mr. Hunger will grip you and will hug you and embrace you. So if you don't want that to happen, you have to step out of your house and make sure that you have something coming in. So you're advising them now. I am sure that they are going to tell you you are from the southwest region. Are you not aware that Sunday Igboho is also detained in Cotonou prison? I'm sure they are going to say it. They are going to say it. You should channel, they'll ask you to channel this energy now you're giving to them, the advice, and channel it to the right so that your brother and, will come out. I'm sure, I'm certain that they will say it. Okay. Whenever I see whenever I see Mr. Deyanju, it reminds me about one certain person in Kaduna, Lokochi from Yoruba land. We, the Igbos, knows what we want and what we can do to free our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Your Yoruba people can lock down Lagos State alone for that 2 weeks. It will help free Sunday Igboho. Exactly what I'm saying. They will tell him now to advise his people. Okay. Adeyanju should evolve a concrete plan of action to free Sunday Adeyemo, aka Sunday Igboho. Or is it comfortable being in detention in Benin Republic? Or is Adeyanju mocking the Southeast by crying more than the bereaved? Okay, I said it though. I said it. Hey. The original indigenous people of the land will do that sooner than later. If the so-called DOS don't play their cards well, along with the will of the people, we will overthrow them and carry out a revolution that will free our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, from this dungeon. Okay. It is well. So like I said earlier, these people staying at home is not for one day. It's painful. Imagine, you have to sit in the house. You don't go out. Nothing comes in. There are some people, when they sit in the house for one day, this is like the whole world is coming to an end. Maybe when they say this is at home, do you know how difficult? Then you're advising, they should sit at home for 2 weeks. Uncle. If they cannot lock it down, you can as well go there and do that for them. Imagine you instigating violence in a man's father's house and keeping peace in your own father's house. Okay, they are going to drag you, mister. Please, my dear Ipob, take Deji's advice and lock down Southeast for 2 weeks. Seriously, this Deji guy doesn't even rate Igbo people. Man sitting from the comfort of his home, giving out orders. Oh my God. My goodness. Really? And why is Igboho still in detention in faraway Benin Republic? If you have such intelligence to make things happen, charity, they say, begins where? At home. Even though Igboho is released today, it has nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu, Ipob, and the Biafra struggle. The mandates are not the same. At least our big brother is close to us. Deji, please leave us with our strategies. Ipob already have their laid down structures and don't take orders from anyone. Okay now. This is getting interesting. So, of course, I knew this will happen. They will roast him. They will be like, they'll be like, Mr. Sunday Igboho is in cell now. Has he left? You should use the, since you have such wisdom, you should apply the wisdom and, make sure he's out in no distant time. I said it. Okay, this is getting more interesting. Ipob has said no more sit at home, so let him just keep quiet. By the way, Sunday Igboho is still held captive. Why don't he tell his brothers in Southwest to sit at home till they release him? Okay. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.